Throughout the history of the world, the word courage has been abused and misused. This significant word has been applied to people who are not deserving of its great meaning. Those that are, however, who most of the time go unnoticed and unrecognized, live up to the values of what this word truly means. Those strong and courageous do not ask for such a title. They act upon their true convictions, their strengths and abilities, and not merely as an action to be recognized by others, but come from their true being. John Pierre was merely a boy when I first met him. He had nothing of value to mention in this world. He didn't come from any great family. He wasn't famous and he wasn't well known. But even as a boy, he was a man among men. John Pierre was only 11 years old when his father was killed in an earthquake in Haiti. He was with his father when he died and stayed until they took his father away. His father was the breadwinner of the family and the sole amount of income, the only source of income. John Pierre was forced to take on a role as an 11-year-old child that no child should be tasked with, the responsibility of providing for his family. A mother and siblings came to rely on the abilities of this young boy. However, he accepted this task without grumbling or complaint, filling the shoes a man should have filled. He picked up jobs wherever he could simply to earn enough money to feed his family. John Pierre never went to school. He never received any type of formal education or training from anyone. However, through his own great will and desire to become more than he was, John Pierre began to teach himself. Through this self-education, John learned to speak 5 different languages and became fluent in them all. John became an unofficial assistant to the international peacekeeping mission that I was attached to in Haiti. He used his language skills to translate between us and those of foreign nations that otherwise we would have had a difficult time communicating with each other. John didn't take the time to play like other children. His main concern was becoming more than just a poor boy from Haiti with no future. John had a desire to one day become a doctor. This desire came from a boy who realized his lack of qualifications. Yet this did not discourage him. The funny thing about the goal of his was that he did not desire such a position for the wages he might earn, but for the number of lives he might be able to save or change. Throughout the time that I spent with John, I always thought that I was helping him by showing him attention and giving him material things that would mean very little to most, items such as water or food. It was only after I left Haiti that I realized I had helped him very little and he had changed my life forever. You might ask what courage is. Courage is defined in the heart of a young boy who holds the knowledge of the world in his heart and mind, enough love to save the world, but in reality has never traveled beyond the confines of the 5-square-mile city where he was born. Courage is not a learned quality. It's not something that can be purchased or stolen. It's an attribute of those determined. It's a gift given from God. John Pierre might never leave the little city of Port-au-Prince, Haiti. He may never be anything more than a foster father to his siblings and a caregiver to his mother. But in my heart, he has conquered the world.